grab a pencil, grab a pad, because we're finna create something special. Tune in. What's going on, African Warrior family? Welcome back to the African Warrior Podcast, where I'm your host, Rasta Reek, and you are watching Rasta Reek TV. Guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm actually in great spirits right now to even make this video. I got the whole vibe set up. Right now we have a vanilla aromatherapy candle, and I brought a second candle for it too. We got mahogany and vanilla as well. But today ain't about the candles. Today is about how you can create and manifest the desired life that you want. And this is really going to be special because I'm actually going to be giving you the exact framework that I'm going to be using to revamp my life. I am actually in the process of basically switching my life up. My life right now is not really fulfilling me the way I want to. So what do you do when you're not seeing fulfillment? You go create that own fulfillment for yourself. So, like I said, sit down, grab you a journal, and let's get to it. Without wasting too much time, the first thing first, when it comes to truly creating that life you desire, is you have to visualize the desired outcome. One thing I always like to do, and I've been doing this a lot, and that's actually why I'm in the position I am now. When I sit down and take the time to visualize the life that I want, I'm thinking about everything. I'm thinking about what I might look like a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. I'm thinking about my physical appearance. I'm thinking about the foods I eat. I'm thinking about the way that that version of me thinks. I'm thinking about the habits, the hobbies. I'm thinking about all these things that make me that person for that desired outcome. And I also think about things that other people probably won't think about, your social circle. What kind of friends do you have? What kind of people you surround yourself around? You got to understand that the company you keep is also going to be the company that basically makes you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to think that your friends are a reflection of you. And I'm actually in the state now where I have friends. They're great friends. I love them. But at the same time, I realize that my friends are a reflection of past versions of me that I no longer truly resonate with. And I'm not saying that they're bad. It's just, why would I want to go backward when life is all about going forward? Another thing that I didn't mention is you have to also think about the hobbies. If you don't have those hobbies now, what kind of hobbies do you want in the future that lead you to that type of person? Take the time to really just open up your manifestation journal or notebook, or shoot, maybe even your notes on the phone, and really sit down and think about all these things. Meditate on it. Think about everything that's going to make you that desired person. Because when you can sit down and visualize it, that's when it's time to get to the second part. Write it down. There was actually a study that showed that 83% of respondents that have no goals, 9 out of 10 don't achieve them. But 14% of respondents that had plans but had not written down their goals, the study found that there was 10 times more likely to succeed with those goals, even though they didn't write it down. That's because they had those goals in mind. 3% of respondents wrote down their goals, and they were 3 times more likely to succeed than the group that just had the plan in mind. Which goes to show that when you write something down, it really does help you manifest it. And the reason beyond that is because when you write something down, it makes your vision clearer. It serves as like a memory. You get to see it on paper every single day. So when you write it down and you put it on a sticky note, or you put it up on your glass, or let's just say you got a command board or anything like that where you can just see what you've written down, it's a constant reminder of saying, hey, I wanted to get those pair of shoes, or hey, I wanted to make sure that I finished school, or you know what I'm saying, just whatever it is, that desired outcome that you have. Writing it down will help you get one step closer to it every day, because it's constantly in your face. Actually, the thing that I actually got my lock screen set up as a reminder, and basically the reminder on my lock screen is just to help me stay committed to YouTube. It helped me stay locked in. So every day when I unlock my phone, even if I don't take the time to truly just read it, I'm seeing those words every single day. My subconscious mind picking up, and that's truly the whole thing when it comes to manifesting the desired life you want is reprogramming the subconscious mind. So when you're constantly seeing the same thing, even if you're not truly paying attention to it, your subconscious mind is picking it up. It's picking up. And over time, the subconscious mind absorbs all that in. It lets it sinks in. And then next thing you know, you start to align with the actions that is needed, which leads to number 3. Develop new habits. You have to create new habits that align you with the desired result. It's like I posted a TikTok actually a little while ago where basically, let's just say you want to be a football player. You just talk about how much you want to play football. You love football, but all you do is sit down and watch football. You don't go work out on a regular, or you don't go do your training, or I'm sorry, I keep looking up, there's a spider right here, but you don't go do your training. You don't do what you need to do in order to be the best football player that you deem to be. If you make music, you might love music, you might listen to music all day, every day. But if you're not taking the time to record, if you're not taking the time to meet new music artists, if you're not taking the time to sample new beats or make new verses, then you're not aligning yourself with the habits needing to be the best music artist you want to be. I'll give you a personal insight. Me personally, I want to make this the number 1 self-improvement channel on YouTube. That's just what I want to do. That's my own goal for myself. So what do I have to do to be the number 1 channel on YouTube? Well, for one, it starts as a mindset. You have to visualize it. 2, I need to do the habits that all number 1 YouTubers are doing, which is posting consistently, providing valuable content, impactful content, and also just bringing something authentic, something completely different to the platform. And truly, I actually do believe I do that. Like, I don't care who you are. I feel like there is nobody that is really just dropping content as far as martial arts related and self-improvement and putting in the way that I do, because we don't all go through the same experiences. I like to look at life as we might all have the same destination in mind. Like, we might all want to go to California and we're in Georgia, but all of us might get to California completely different ways. And how you get there is what really makes you. Those experiences that you come across molds and shape your perspective. So 2 people might want to be the best football players, but how they got there is what shaped their perspective. 2 people might become the best YouTubers, but how they got there shaped their perspective. Let's recap, shall we? So, number 1, visualize the end result. Think about that person, what they look like, what they do, what their hobbies is. Think about that person that you are in your mind that's living that life that you want to live. Become that person. Start thinking like that person. Lead with the mindset of that person. Number 2, write it down. Writing it down is going to help you truly be reminded and walk with some type of intention with your life to make sure that you get to that desired goal. It's going to help you because you're seeing that desired goal constantly, and it's reprogramming your subconscious mind. And number 3, develop new habits that is going to align you with the desired result. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like down below and leave a comment on what was your favorite lesson from this video. I would love to know. And also, I'm all out of words, guys, so please and thank you for joining in today on this new episode of the podcast. It's been a minute since we sit down and talk, haven't it? Yeah. I know it's been a minute. You see, your boy done got a new microphone. Don't play with that boy here. Not one of them. You understand me? But yeah, I enjoy coming here and sitting down and talking to y'all. I actually had a long trip, so I'm finally coming back and getting back into the groove of things, and we're gonna actually have fun and sit down and have more head talking podcast. So I can't wait to give y'all more content where we can just sit down and talk. And don't get it twisted, we most definitely gonna keep going on little adventures in nature, because I love being in the woods. The woods is amazing, but that's another conversation for another day. So with that being said, I have been your host, Rastarik, and you have been watching the African Warrior Podcast on Rastarik TV, and I'm